Okay, so the purpose of this video is to videotape our completed fencing job and how it turned out. We really like the fence for the most part. The poles are really large and sturdy, but the issue we have is like right here, this pole is not fully dug in. I just showing some of the area. Now we had trees and things that were in the way, and they were aware of that when they took this job. And just showing that, that the dirt was pulled away from there. And also how rough the ground is as far as being able to walk or drag a lawnmower or anything of that nature in here. Our neighbor's yard, a little bit difficult for them to drive their vehicles in also. And here are some of the trees that were just left lay around, and I just tripped over a stump there sticking out of the ground. Another one, let me show you right here. This hole has not been filled. I'm not really wanting to blast a company, a local company, but we paid a lot of money for this fence. And anyhow, here's a back look at some of the trees. And it's not the fence itself, it's the wake of the mess that, this is not it. This is just a small amount, and I'm just walking the fence line. We do have a 5-acre property, so this is going to be a little bit of a walk. Also, yeah, the holes were not completely filled in a lot of the spots, and how rough the ground is. Yeah, these stumps are barely covered. I'm new to working with this camera. I hope it's still recording. I will double check it here in a minute or so. The screen goes black. I don't know if it's to save energy or whatever, but I always think it's not recording anymore. This area in here is not so bad, but do look at the neighbor's yard, that area there. Here's some more. This whole area has been, we've got to get a regular lawnmower in through here, and they just left the debris there. Okay, still recording our fence line. Looking back that way, a bunch of debris out that way. Look at our neighbor's yard over there. We did ask them to be gentle on the neighbor's property, and look at all the debris they've left. And a spider web. Some more items. Oh, look at that. Well, of course you can't do much with that, so I'm not really going to say anything about that. It's just mainly the walk lines that from the machineries going in and out. They should have drug. Now I'm wanting to make sure that the camera was running for parts of this. Now they dug up all this concrete. I'm not sure where that came from, but yeah, so we got this big pile of concrete here, and this right here is the main issue here. We got 20-foot trees in a pile that's probably 20 by 40. And they're saying that we should burn this. Well, they've got laws. We're not supposed to be burning anything over 8 foot. And not only that, if we were to burn this, we would need to chop it up better. Anyhow, here's the corner of the fence. And yes, I lost bamboo plants. Not their fault. They were planted along the tree line. So, but yeah, sort of giving you a view here back and forth of how big this pile of stuff is. It's huge. Freaking huge. Some areas where our ground is still crazy. We wouldn't be able to drive a lawnmower through there or anything. Over here too. I guess part of the point of this too is if you're considering hiring an outside contractor to do some sort of work for you, this might be a talking point. We were unaware that we would be left with this type of damage and mess. And if you would look over there, that's all our fencing and stuff. Not fencing, we had a barbed wire fence up. And again, the ground is crazy rutted up. This is crazy right in here. I mean, yeah. This neighbor here complained because of this damage to the fence right here. That little V area, yeah, I know it's an old fence, but it was damage done. Still the same. We'll have to make some sort of amends with them due to that. Look at this hole. And all of this just rutted up. Trees left laying all over. All this rutted up back here. You can't even barely walk in it. And I'm not going to walk in it because it's sort of ridiculous. Like I said, the fence itself is great, but this back here, in the ground is just completely rutted up everywhere. Now, the ground wasn't even or anything back here to begin with. There was stuff that they pulled out in that giant pile over there. But it was not near this torn up. And just stumps just randomly there. Like that one. Just more debris just left laying around, pieces of fence. I know we live in a day and age where things cost more, and I'm not really going to go into what we paid for this, but a lot of people would be in shock. My husband has a torn rotator cuff, and chopping up that wood and putting it to a fire would be a task for him. Not only that, it's not even legal to have a fire pile that size. We had wondered when we got our estimate why the guy didn't want to walk our property line or anything. It was more or less arrogant and confident that, you know, he'd put the fence in. Yeah, he put the fence in. That, I guess we just assumed that our property would be left in the same condition we gave it to them in. again, more holes that are not backfilled. We did already go around picking up potato chip bags and pieces of metal and clip bags. Like I said, the fence for the most part is heavy duty and beautiful. I have really no complaints about the fence itself. It's just lack of detail and the finishing of the job. And right now the owner of this business is on vacation and will be back to pick up his trailer at some point. I do not this is more damage to the grounds. Well, I think this is going to conclude this video.